Welcome everyone. I wanted to introduce myself and the YouTube channel. I am Nick the Leatherman. In this video, I'd like to take the time to give a little background of myself as well as a workshop tour. So about me, I started in the craft around the age of 14 to 15 years old. My grandfather came to me with his set of tools and decided he wanted to gift them to me. These tools I would have to estimate are from 1950 to 1955, around that time frame. So I'm very proud to now own them and use them in my craft. This is a hobby that I completely do on the side. It's a part-time gig for me. What I like to do the most is personalize items to the customer's wants. I love to make a piece of leather just stand out and be something that they completely imagined and what they use every day. So now that I've given you a background of myself, let's get into the workshop tour. First thing that I would like to show you is the leather that I keep. On the left here, you'll see a veg tanned hide. This is a thinner piece of leather that I keep. This is all for tooling purposes. On the right here is another already dyed piece of leather. This would not use any stamping to it or have any designs on it. It would completely be for cut and sew to make your product. Then beneath them is a Tupperware full of my scrap leather. This is another piece of veg tan, thicker material, and all the other scraps that I keep. You wouldn't believe how many projects that I've used where I've come back and grabbed pieces and put something together out of. Moving along, this is the corner where I do all my work at. To start, here is the sewing machine. I basically just use these C-clamps to clamp it to the table when I need it, unclamp it and put it off to the side when I don't need it. Just miscellaneous stuff. Cotton balls for dyeing, other hardware, and beneath all of that is a bunch of designs that I've made up and just kept for future projects. More miscellaneous stuff, transparent paper for drawing all of my designs on and putting those on a piece of leather. Here's where I keep all of my dyes. Pretty much just keep light tan, dark brown, brown, and black. Those are very popular. Burnishing cream, glues, and then shine to make the designs really stand out and be a beautiful piece of work. Then over here I have my pound board. Another cutting board that is seen a lot of use on. I just keep it for harder pieces. Then some extra cardboard. Moving up to the bench, you will see I already have project pieces laid out on a piece of cardboard. They're getting the edges dyed, and soon we'll get the edges burnished to make it nice and smooth. I have a larger cutting mat up above. Then here is wax thread. It's all for hand stitching items. There's all my hand tools. Beveling tool. Burnishing tool. Pencils, pens, X-Acto blade, and marking tool. Then I just recently put in this pegboard to hang tools off of. This alleviates a lot of space on the desk and beneath it, and I think it makes it look really nice. Here I have lighter hammers for smaller impressions. Cutting tool for thinning a piece of leather. Regular claw hammer. This tool cuts strips to perfect uniform sizes. I've got different threads for the sewing machine, laces, hand stitching owl, keep extra needles, miscellaneous stuff. And then here I keep all my measuring stuff for angles, perfect circles, ruler, hole punch. Then pliers here for pulling needles through thick pieces of leather. I've got the hardware bin here full of snaps, rivets, more miscellaneous, glue. Here's a empty cartridge that I used on a previous project. And burnishing tool for edges. Another cutting tool. Screwdriver for the sewing machine. Measuring tape. Wrench for the sewing machine. These are all of my cutting knives. This is a larger one for larger designs, smaller blade, and just an extra. I've got my yardstick here. And this is a new set of hammers that I have. They're more dense, so it leaves a greater impression on the leather from stamp to leather. Small and a large, pretty much just use this one. Then I have scissors here and an absolute must cutting knife. This thing makes it like cutting a thick piece of leather like a hot knife through butter. So that concludes the workshop tour. Hope you all enjoyed getting to know me and seeing where I do all my work at. Please leave a comment below what you like, what you dislike, and what you'd like to see in future content on my channel. I would love to get your input. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.